I
and or
did. I
anything?
sent out a message last night on the WhatsApp group asking everyone to respond. I said I'll provide only a confirmation to them after I received at least 40 people that have provided feedback, so that would be the majority.
Yes.
Um, so I think 46 people responded back.
Mm.
45 of them were please have it online, and only one was had to have it in person.
Okay.
So in our view is the majority has it
Yes.
to have it online. I just
Online.
also think that would be a lot more convenient. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, I also informed our fellow our learned friends that it is their own responsibility to actually pay attention, sit there, do the work, because listen,
And
bookkeeping
ask question. Do engage the instructor. Yes.
and like I said, I think a few weeks back, a lead isn't cheap. It's we're paying for an expensive course here.
Yes.
Use it to the full advantage that you have. Um,
Mm.
so if those of us that already passed bookkeeping, we're happy to have it online. But those that are still have to write it, you guys really need to pay attention, because let me tell you, that paper is going to.
Yes, and that is what we are worried about. Those who have not yet written their board exam. But we can also discuss with Mr. Mapelela, because he did indicate that he is comfortable doing it online, but he can also have a day or two, on venue based. Then we have to engage Dodo to see where we can have it. Um,
Yeah.
we can also discuss whether we can do full online for for the course,
Mm.
and then have a day or so for those who are writing a board exam at the venue to
Yeah.
prepare for the board. We can just, see
Yeah.
what we can do to make the
Yeah.
best of what.
So, because I think Advocate Malati and Dodo know this as well. A lot
Mm.
of our students are outside of Pretoria. A lot of them are in
Yes,
Joburg, and I
noted
think
that.
there's nine of our students that are in Mpumalanga, and six of them in Limpopo. Um, so, if we're going to say it's going to be completely online, it's going to be completely online. But if the argument comes in that says maybe 1 or 2 days are going to be in person, it should be addressed at least 2 days beforehand, so those people can,
Yes.
they're required a travel arrangement, accommodation, and those types of things.
Yeah.
But we do have a consensus to have it online. At the end of the day, it is up to Leeds' discretion which would be online or which classes would be in person.
In person.
Um, and obviously, you guys need to make sure that our safety when we go to
That
UNISA
particular venue.
is.
No, it won't be at Eunice, I can tell you that much.
Okay.
Like I said yesterday, they were from court. Monday, it was a mass meeting, a
I
number of
saw.
people.
I
Yeah,
drove
it was,
past the.
yeah.
It's there on the Johannesburg and Centurion off ramp.
Yes, so it
I
was, yeah,
drove past there yesterday. I think maybe at like 4 p.m. And
yeah.
there was still a lot of
A lot of people, a lot
people.
of cars, a lot of
Yeah, and the
police
police.
vehicles. And
Yeah.
they work on your mind and on your on your concentration when you're in class and there's
Yeah, but
people
the only the
doing.
only thing the only thing I had really paid attention to was that entire robot section right before Unisa was like it was
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
and there was a man. I assume it was a homeless man directing traffic. But while
Yeah.
as he was directing traffic, he was dancing. So my attention at that point wasn't on the strikers at Unisa. It was at this
Oh,
man directing traffic and dancing.
wow.
But
So
yeah,
we thank God for that man,
he's a
He's,
lifesaver. But
yes, he is
yeah,
dealing with
I
anxiety.
still also have the attendance register of that one criminal um
Class, yeah.
class. So I'll just have my driver drop it off at Leeds head office. I
Yeah.
completely forgot about that.
Yes, we would appreciate that very much, Mr. Provi.
Uh,
Not Mr. Provi,
Mr.
Mr.
Snyman.
Snyman. Yeah, sorry about
Advocate
that.
Nazi. So that is the feedback that I have from the students to give to you.
Okay.
We can also contend that a lot of the feedback is, well, not a lot, actually, all of the feedback is positive in regards to how the online classes are presented. I did ask some of the people, if they have issues with the online classes, they need to tell me. If they feel like the quality
Yes.
is not subpar, they need to tell me. So far,
Mm,
I have received no complaints about it.
okay.
I have received compliments for being it online. So yeah. So there's no complaints from our side so far.
Okay, that helps a lot. So we can take the discussion further. I think for now it should be noted that day one will be online of ABK. And then I think we will proceed as such, see if we cannot get one extra day. I'll discuss with lead management for those who are interested in attending for preparation of board exam. I think we can for now conclude that ABK will be online for the scheduled dates. Is that all right?
Thank you, Advocate Palazzi.
All right, Mr. Khrovia, thank you so much. I wanted to steal only 2 minutes, but I stole a lot. Do enjoy your class.
It's okay. We've got enough time. Thanks.
Okay.
I still have the problem that now only myself and you and Mr. Snyman is showing on my attendees.
Yeah, I think it's maybe how the Teams meeting was set up. It is a reoccurring glitch of Teams. So hopefully that does not impact the attendance register. So I think maybe for sake, because I know these classes are recorded, friends in the class right now, just quickly go to chat, type your full name, that you are present for LDR on the 20th of July, and take a screenshot of it, just for your own safety right now, because I see the participants are not there. But I think it's how the permissions were set up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because on my side I can see all of you.
Yeah. So presenters,
everything's fine. So I'm wondering if Dodo can see the participant, but I can see, so it will not necessarily affect the attendance register. I wonder if it affects you, Mr. Khrovia, if you, for purposes of interaction.
It's just if people raise their hands, I might not see it, but I mean, we can work around that. People can simply type in the chat, except I see there's a chat here. Sarah Vivian Day confirms attendance of Michaela Snyders, who's struggling to access the chat at this time. So if we've got someone struggling to access the chat and I can't see if a hand is up, I guess they can still. I guess they can still just turn on the mic and just speak.
I'll also keep an eye on the WhatsApp group for you, Mr. Khrovia, and I'll just let me know if I do see someone in the chat asking a question, and say, for example, 2-3 minutes goes by, and maybe you did not notice it. I'll just turn on my mic to ask the question.
Okay, excellent.
That will help. Great. Yes, thank you so much.
Fortunately, today is pretty heavy on exercises anyway, so that will help, I think.
Yeah, I think also maybe for clarity on the exercises.
Means,
I think the sooner every person in South Africa gets fired or become unemployed, we don't have to worry about labor dispute resolution. No, I'm joking. It's actually
we don't have to worry about anything.
Exactly. We can all go direct traffic. Okay, thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Louis, for a softer touch. Okay, Mr. Khrovia, I'm going to be off, and so that you can deal with your class. Okay, Mulate raised his hand. Maybe he wants to quickly say something before the class starts.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to raise a bit of a concern. Perhaps Mr. Sneewan can help me. I do not have access to my chat.
Let me just speak to Dodo offline and then see if she cannot reset so that everything is okay.
Okay, so when you don't have access to your chat, are you using the Google Chrome version, or do you have the app program itself for Teams?
In fact, what I did, I've got the app, but now it's giving me problems. I'm just like streaming like on the website itself.
Okay, so what normally happens is Teams have 4 different connections. Okay, so it has connections to the video, it has connections to the voice, your chat, and your upload is everything is completely different connections. So one of those connections aren't connecting to the Teams server. So just keep there's no fix for it on your side, unfortunately. So if your chat doesn't work, it means like your chat did not connect to the server at that time. So leave the meeting, close the website. Don't just leave the meeting and rejoin, because that's not going to fix the problem. Close the tab that you're on, relog,
and then open it afresh.
Open it afresh, yes. And if you're on the app, leave the call, close the app completely. Make sure you go click Control Alt Delete. Make sure Teams is completely turned off. Restart the app before you go to the email to click on the link for the call. And then you should be able. So just keep doing that until you have access to chat.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thanks. I'm wondering now, would it make I think it'll be a logistical nightmare. Will it make a difference if this meeting is set up in a different way and everyone just joins again? Will that fix everything, or is it better for everyone who is having difficulty to just log out and in again?
I think they should rather just log in and out again, because setting up a new link, not everyone is going to get the emails immediately. And a majority of the people are already here. I counted 63 individual messages already. So there's already just 10 people not in the meeting right now.
Okay, but Dodo is here. Dodo, I saw your mic go off.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Dodo.
How are you today?
We cool, Dodo. We're just struggling with the people. There are people who cannot access the chat. Are you able to see there so that we enable the chat from your side for everyone? And if we can have the setup corrected, Mr. Horovier cannot see participants. Are we able to edit the? I think we are able to. We did that last time, but I forgot how we did it.
Okay, let me just quickly ask our IT to come and assist.
Yeah, I think they should edit without necessarily starting the new team meetings. There's a thing, yeah. But in the meantime, I think. Yes, Dodo?
Yes, I was saying, let me just call Kezi to quickly come and assist.
All right, great stuff.
Okay.
I think maybe if we give it 3 minutes till 20 past, so everyone who wants to log out and in again can do so without fearing they're missing something.
Okay.
And then I start in about 3 minutes.
Not a problem.
Oh, okay.
Is that all in order, Mr. Sneedman?
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, then 20 past then.
Yeah, just get KZ so that we resolve this.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am.
In the meantime, while some people are restarting, I'm using a different mic from usually, so I just want to make sure, am I clear, or is there a problem with the audio quality?
No, you're pretty clear.
Okay, thanks.
Sounds a bit better than the last class, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, was the last one bad?
There's a bit of voice issues every now and then, but it wasn't too noticeable. It's just because I tend to take notes and stuff like that. So then you pick up on these types of things.
Well, no, if this is better, then that's at least a step in the right direction. The other one was the built-in, this one, I've got a lapel, I don't know how to say it, clip-on mic now. So if it's better, that's great.
Perfect. Yeah, I see people in the chat also says it's good. Thank you, Dolphy, the angel.
Okay. Hopefully everyone is logged in and have at least one form of communication available. Just so you know, at the moment, it would seem that if someone raises their hand, it shows a number on my button. So I can see that someone raised a hand, but I can't see who. If you raise your hand, I might just ask whoever it is. Otherwise, you can put messages in the chat as usual. I might miss it there because the chat seems to be very busy last time as well, with people saying they're still present. But if I miss it, just draw my attention to it. If nothing else works, you can just turn on your mic. Hello?
Hi, Lawrence.
Hello?
How are you?
Fine, thanks. I'm sorry, I'm speaking to?
Oh, my name is Kezi. I'm trying to assist on the issue that you're not able to see.
Oh, yes, you're from IT. I think we're live with everyone now.
Okay, so you're able to see them now?
No, I'm just saying our conversation is live.
Okay. So on your side, what do you want to see, the chats or the people?
I would want to see both. I can see the chats at the moment, but if I click on show participants, it only shows myself and Dodo and Mr. Louis Snyman.
Okay.
It does show the different participants at the bottom. It says it's got a bunch of pictures that look the same. It's gray with a little character, I guess, and it's got a +54. So it clearly knows.
If you click on +54, what does it give you?
Nothing happens. So it's clearly
Because
aware of the
on my
people
side,
here. It just doesn't show it to me in the list where I can see if people raise their hands.
Okay. Just hold. I want to check something.
Same for me, Kazi. I can't see any of the petitions.
Do you see my hand now?
No.
I'm raised as Dodo. Okay.
No, not at all.
It's raised as Dodo. No.
Yes.
Now I see it raised as Dodo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it down. Now it's gone.
Yes.
Okay. So is it okay for you now, or is there anything extra that you want?
Well, I can see Dodo still, but I can't see the other people.
Okay.
I attend the module too.
So I can see myself and Dodo and Mr. Snyman. That's it.
Okay. Let me just have a chat with Dodo here, because I'm seeing you actually logged in as a guest, so I think that's where the issue is. Saying guest here. No, wait.
Kazi, I'm logged in on my Microsoft Platinum account. So I am not a guest. It even shows me as a guest. But I think that just means because we're not part of your organization. That's why it's showing us as guests. That shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, I had Mr. Snyman drop off my list of people now, so now it's just myself and Dodo showing.
Okay, Kazi.
Kazi, shall I proceed in the meantime?
Mr. Lawrence, I think you should rather just proceed. I think this might take a while.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to me as well. Okay, let's just help each other out. If you see I miss a hand or I miss a comment or anything like that, you apparently have a WhatsApp group as well. So, just turn on the mic, tell me, whatever. Okay. So you'll see in the guide, we're about, last week I asked if you have both guides, and you guys said you only have one, but I see what happened is I got the note that you have. You actually have the second guide as well. It's just incorporated into the first one. So you'll see at around page 170, you've got a part 2 kicking in, which has a lot of the exercises and stuff we're supposed to work through. So we've been sort of working on both ends of your manual for those who are trying to follow. I know someone got lost last time. So for today, we have, if you look, we're about halfway through the substantive material, but the part that's left, the collective labor is reasonably short compared to the individual labor law. And then there's a lot of look at specific provisions of the Act, which will go pretty quickly because everyone here knows how to read legislation already. But there are plenty of exercises that we've actually passed over from last week and this week. So the end result is that today... Sorry?
Hi, Lawrence, it's Kes again from IT.
Yes.
The privileges that you have, you are more or less like a meeting guest, more or less the same privileges as your participants. So if you are able to see the charts, is it possible for you to ask your participants to actually, if they have a question, they can just type it on the chat, and then when it's question time, you can just go through the chats and then address them, rather than for them to raise their hands, because right now, if we want to correct that, we have to create another meeting. Yeah, of which I think it's a big inconvenience, given that you are about to start now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think we'll work with that. The only problem is I might miss things on the chat, because the chat is quite busy with people saying they're still here. So if I miss it there, someone must just draw my attention to it sometime. But I think we've got it sorted. Thanks, Casey.
All right, you're welcome, Lawrence. All the best.
Morning, Kazi.
Hey, morning.
How are you doing?
Fine, thanks, yourself.
Good. Another concern is that some of the candidates do not have the chat activated on their side. Are you able to deal with that so that everybody, you know, it's going to be very inconvenient that you cannot raise your hand or, you know, have access to the chat as well, and you have a burning question?
Should we not just rather do the thing and get a new meeting? Because I think it's going to be a lot of up and down. And just create a new meeting, send out the new link. I'll share the same link on the WhatsApp group, and then we recoup at 10.
Okay, if it's fine with you guys, then I think Toto can create another one, and then you'll send out to you.
I think it's up to
I'm okay with that. I agree with the 10 o'clock, because just so that everyone can get on. I'm just wondering, and there are benefits for attendance and so on as well, but seeing as we'll be doing exercises, would it not be sensible for me to give an exercise before we log off? Because otherwise we're losing time unnecessarily.
Yeah. Then as they do the exercise, then we fix the problem. That's what I thought.
So
maybe
I'll just put something on screen, and everyone can maybe screen grab it quickly, the facts, and then they can work on that, and we reconvene at 10. Would that be sensible?
I think so.
Okay. Sorry, everyone. We're just rolling with this as it comes. You'll remember at the end of last week, there was we had the reading that you had to do. It's back on that, who is an employee. So we've got 3 scenarios on that. That you have to look at that code that you looked at, and just write, is this person an employee or not, and why? Now, in some cases, you might have further questions, which you can ask if we're back, or you can write it for either way. You don't have to write a legal opinion or anything like that in full detail. And it's self-assessment, right? You're going to look at your own writing and see where it comes to. But I do recommend that you write it down and that you do try the exercise, because the problem is many of these things sound incredibly simple until you try to do it, and then you realize where you're battling with. So let me just figure out how to jump to the exercise here instead of jumping all over the place. Okay, so there you guys should see it. Is a set of facts that you can just screen grab, and then at 10, when we get back together, we can discuss that. There are 2 more, but yeah, let's just do this one. Sorry, someone's on the voice saying good morning. I don't know if they're trying to get my attention or just has the mic on.
Oh, I think it's not the mic on by accident. I informed them.
Okay, thanks. So Casey, I'm happy if everyone has screen grabbed this, or if someone screen grabs and shares it on the WhatsApp, then I'm happy that you can restart the meeting and we'll meet back at 10.
All right. Did they send you the credentials that you used to log in with Lawrence?
She'll send an email. Excellent, thank you.
Yeah, she'll send you an email with the credentials, because the ones that you are logging in with are not the ones that you're going to use.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
I'll check my email.
Okay. All right. So I'm actually ending the meeting.
Can we just check that someone has a screen grab already?
Yes, I sent it on the group as well.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. See you at 10.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.